What is going on, everyone? I kind of want to talk more about the Eagles' loss yesterday and everything that happened, but I do have to talk about the Ronald Darby news. He tears his ACL. He is done for the season, and it hurts. It hurts this defense without a doubt. I know I scream at him for not making tackles or anything like that, but at the end of the day, he's one of our most talented cornerbacks, and now we will not have him on the field for the rest of the season. This team is just extremely banged up, but it's no excuse because every team in the NFL at this season has a ton of injuries. It's just the nature of the beast in this league, and it's not an excuse for anything that has happened so far. So the Eagles are 4-5 at this point. We all know about how it's been so far this season. And one major point I had to bring up, and I was sitting at work today when I should be doing work. I said, no, I'm going to write notes on what the hell happened with this coaching staff, okay? And this is what I came up with. Doug Peterson just took a big step backwards. It was great. He won the Super Bowl. He writes his book. This is the new norm. This is all the things he's saying after the Super Bowl. How do you follow everything you said with the piss-poor coaching that we have gotten so far this season? This isn't the new norm. This is like your rookie season, Doug. That's how he is coaching this football team. It looks like it is year one for Doug Peterson. He just got out-coached by Jason Garrett on a short week when we had a bye. I mean, that is so unacceptable. It's unbelievable. The play calling. There's times to go for it on 4th and 1. There's times to go for it on 4th down. And then there's times when it's 3-0 early in a football game. You're down 3 points and you have a chance to make it 3-3. I mean, you don't always need to go for it on 4th. There's times where it's smarter to grab the points and let's continue to play football. Then we go to that Corey Clement screen pass behind the line of scrimmage pass on 3rd and short that gets blown up for a loss of 5. Dumb play call. Dumb play call. The blocking wasn't great on it, and I understand that there needs to be execution as well from the players. But I look at this coaching staff, and they have just done a horrendous job. And as a unit, they've taken 10 steps back. And as for Doug Peterson, he has taken an insane amount backwards. I can't even count. And it hurts. It hurts. People want to bring up the Frank Reich and DiFilippo thing. Well, I mean, I've said this many times before, but if they were the serious reason for everything that happened last year, then what do we have in Doug Peterson? We do not have what we thought we did. I mean, his lack of running the football, it blows my mind. You give Josh Adams 7 carries after, I know, I'm not saying that Josh Adams is this Le'Veon Bell or this James Conner or Zeke or anyone. I'm not saying that. But you need to run the football more. It has to happen. It opens up everything. And when we go to Jim Schwartz, his scheme works if you get pressure to the quarterback. We're not getting pressure to the quarterback, so it's not working. But the stubbornness, and Doug Peterson's shown stubbornness too. But Jim Schwartz and the play in the sticks, and it just shows he doesn't trust his cornerbacks to play press coverage. But for 3rd and 15 and 3rd and long to play the sticks, knowing a screen pass is coming, for them to get on 3rd and 15s to just allow 14 and a half yards every time. I mean, we got to be better than this. We need to be better than this. And Mike Groh, the guy stinks. The guy's bad. He's bad. Our coaching staff right now is horrendous. The fact of the matter is, when I keep playing this through my head and everything that happened, what I've stated before keeps going through my mind. Jason Garrett had a short week. Doug Peterson had 2 weeks. And that was our game plan? And I can't get that out of my head. I cannot get that out of my head. The coaching staff right now is the issue. The schemes, it's the issue. The play calling. And I know there needs to be execution too. But I need to look at the head coach. And he's talking to the media, saying, he's questioning himself. This is Doug Peterson. Am I doing enough? Am I watching enough film? Is this team conditioned enough? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? Doug, it's 10 weeks into the season, dude. 10 weeks into the season. If you don't know the answer to that now, if these are the questions you're asking yourself now, we're done. I mean, we are too far into the season for that type of questioning. I look at this team and I say 8-8. I can't believe that there are fans out there saying we can go 5-1 in the division, still make it happen at 9-7. Are you delusional? Are you delusional? Because we do not have that type of team. What have you seen through the first 10 weeks that tells you we'll be good? We'll be fine. There's so many holes. There's so many issues. There's so many injuries. There's so many problems. The bad coaching staff. There are so many issues with this football team, and it starts at the top. Hell, we might even go into Howie Roseman. I love the addition of Golden Tate, which I forgot to mention with the Mike Groh and Doug P thing. We're not even using him well enough yet, and Doug's trying to say he hasn't had enough time. We had 2 weeks. 4 attempts towards him is not enough. It's just not enough. 2 weeks is enough time to be able to implement more than 4 looks. Now back to Howie. Did he do enough this offseason? Did he make good enough moves this offseason? Did he sign the right players back? Did he let the right people walk? My answer is no. So Doug Peterson looks like a high school coach last night. He does. He looks like a high school coach. And one note I wrote down here. Are we the Ravens? Are we the Ravens? Do we win 1 Super Bowl and that's it? Now we're back to reality. The preparation from this coaching staff is mind-blowing. I can't get over the preparation. They're not ready for games. They're not ready. They're not getting this team ready. They're not ready. And that just can't happen. That's just something that's not okay, especially with a fan base like us. I hate that we all see it. But yet the coaching staff can't make the right adjustments. I hate it. So I'm trying to look at what other notes that I have on here. I mean, season's over in my opinion. We're 4-5. We're not going to be able to win the division. There's nothing I've seen so far to tell me that, at least. And at the end of the day, the Doug P thing, Jim Schwartz and Mike Groh, they're our leaders, and they're not getting the job done. That's essentially what it came down to. After all this is said and done, there are 3 people on the list for me that have to be better. And it's the 3 people that game plan to win football games. They're the 3 people that put this team in the correct position to win games. And they're not doing it. So what happens now? What happens after a season like this where we go 8-8 and it's unsuccessful after the promise that we had in the beginning? Okay, so you won the Super Bowl and you didn't the next year. But this is just hideous. This is just unbelievable. We're talking potentially not even making the playoffs. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The coaching staff's the issue right now for me. Right now. It's the issue. They're not doing their jobs. It's actually funny to me that Mike Groh doesn't get criticized at all. And I mean, it makes sense due to the fact where Dougie P is in that situation and whatnot. But, I mean, we are just not creative at all on offense. Where's Dallas Goedert, right? I mean, this guy can play and he can catch and he can make stuff happen out there. But you don't see him ever. You don't. You don't see any kind of creativity with this offense at times, and it blows my mind. We have the talent to do so. That's another concern of mine. It seems like we sustain drives and we move the football at times, and And we do things sometimes effectively that's solid, but they don't end up in points. Like, it doesn't reflect that on the scoreboard. And that has to come down on someone. That needs to be a serious fix. I mean, that has to be something that has to get valued when it comes to the issues, if you will. This team drives me crazy. It does. And the coaching staff is why that is right now. What do you think down below? Thank you for watching.